Muy buena.
I'm saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there, broken into pieces.
Está destrozado, sí.
Oh, I just realized my life has been spared, but only to be at the mercy of Lady Jarrett once she gets word of this.
Todo el mundo habla de la princesa, después de todo solo es una humana. No entiendo por qué le tienen tanto miedo. Por cierto, ese viejo ciervo al lado del carromato no es el viejo que nos regañó hace rato. Parecía que era el mayordomo de esa princesa pelirroja, jeje. Si lo rescatamos seguro que le callamos la boca a la princesa.
The moment I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon is more suited to your hand than a pickaxe. Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you. Do as you're ordered, and you'll find your life becoming a bit more comfortable.
My name is Fania, and I am an officer of the Western Guard Camp. I'd rather not meet under such circumstances, but it appears we have no choice. I heard from Sir Roy that you are an excavator, but with a special set of skills.
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics. You have been looking to hire mercenaries, have you not?
Let's consider this a formal interview then. Help us pave the way out of here. I shall guard Sir Roy.
See? Knowing how to seize the right opportunity is a skill in itself. Now, ensure my recommendation continues to carry weight.
Vamos a derrotarles. Vale, tenemos que ir a hablar con Handu.
This is the Western Guard camp overseeing Eastern Balanos. I heard a ruckus and thought it was the goblins again. Ah, Officer Fecha, you're wounded. Medic, get over here now! Everyone, right here!
Todos están tirados en el suelo.
I'm fine. Please tend to other soldiers who are more seriously wounded. Duvain, where is he? Seems he's not around. This is the one who saved us from the imps. Though the wagon was destroyed, we thankfully did not share that fate. And yet goblins again. Is that why the imps have grown so aggressive?
Gear, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean. That's the work of the Goblin King, Geath. Duvain is tracking him down, but capturing him is a difficult feat. Geath, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean.
Vale.
The imps mistakenly believed that this slaughter was our doing. Long ago, this region was originally claimed by the goblins. One day, Rednose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared and sent all the goblins packing to Kron Castle ruins. I don't blame Gear for resenting them for that. I need to give my report to Captain Cliff.
It seems things here have grown dire while our attentions were on the stone chamber. I need to go alert the lady of the situation immediately. Don't worry. I'll carry word of your deeds to her ear. You will be rewarded handsomely, more so than that Eden fellow.
Why don't you go visit the skill instructor Armstrong for the time being? With just a little polish on your basics, you'll make a fine mercenary.
Hablar con el instructor de habilidades Armstrong. El campo de entrenamiento.
Creature, aren't you? Hi, is everything okay there? Obsession with one's heyday is for the ordinary. Oh, a recommendation from Officer Fecha herself, with a note that you could do with learning a few more skills. The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on what new skills you are able to learn. Skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on what new skills you are able to learn.
Hey, muy buenas.
Spoons, Luffy. You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning light, are we?
Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were worried sick. We thought the imps had dragged you off to their cave. We were just about ready to send you off with a proper funeral rite, spoons and all. Would you have preferred a wooden spoon or a metal one? I guess we could always just ask you instead. Which one would you pick?
Eso por si tica pasada, ¿no?
Spoons, Loppy. You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning light, are we?
We've been granted an audience. Let us not keep the lady waiting now.
Ok.
I suppose we'll find her in her tent, where she always is.
Vale, pues bien. Oh. ¿Cómo se saca todo? Ah, vale. ¡Eh! Vamos a tener un caballito.
Where are you from? Not from here.
Muy buena, Samuel.
I'm Samuel. I take care of horses in the camp.
Pues me gustaría inscribir una montura. Se va a llamar... Exactamente. ¡Wow! No hay diferencia. No. Y la sé de montar tampoco. Y en la tercera tampoco. Genial. Guardar. Muy bueno.
Greetings. I'm Luke from Velia. I'm proud of paying my share of taxes. The money will help Belenos.
Vamos a charlar.
Are you interested in trade? For me, it's always welcome.
Tendría que tener una ruta comercial.
To trade, you firstly have to connect a node and establish a trade route.
Vale, pues tenemos que ir a hablar con una tal Jared Domongat. Vamos a dejar aquí el caballo. Muy buena, Jared.
This tastes horrible. Did you really think I would eat this garbage?
Princess, we are not in Heidel anymore.
Ugh, whatever. Just finish the job and go home.
Nos vemos de nuevo, aprendiz. Has llegado justo a tiempo. Justo ahora estábamos teniendo una conversación importante.
Do you know what allows Sir Jordine absolute rule over Serendia? Faith. Our faith in him, and his faith in us. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off, and your favorable outcome is proof that my faith in you is rewarded. Does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roig?
¿Se puede saber por qué tarda tanto ese Agarán de Edam?
I place my faith in your good judgment as well, though those results currently seem to be less than favorable. My wagon of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship in pieces. The black stones that were the sole reason for me funding this excavation absent. Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these worthless pebbles?
Lo dudo.
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, the depths of the chamber indeed held black stones, but...
Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these worthless pebbles?
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, the depths of the chamber indeed held black stones, but... What we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You don't look like an addled half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with some sense. You're professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. With that payment comes the expectation of results, not half-baked excuses about spirits. You think these results will welcome me into Sir Jordine's strong embrace? Must I be ever haunted by the shadow of disappointment I'll cast across his chiseled face?
Madre
Get
mía.
out! All of you! Never show your faces here again!
Se ha enfadado, pero bien. Lío. Amigo. Se ha enfadado.
Ah, you've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. It can be a burden to earn a living at times. Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated in Serendia are being shipped directly to Calphion. Why is this Jordine fellow making his own fiancée aid another nation in gathering black stones?
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation site. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path, for anything so easily gained can also be easily lost.
Stop scaring them, my boy. Keep your mind and body sharp, and there's nothing to fear. Next time we meet, let's go grab a pint together.
Vamos a hablar con el espíritu oscuro. Aunque los humanos dicen que la piedra oscura atrae la codicia, en realidad tiene el poder de hacer realidad esa codicia. Es como preguntar, ¿qué fue primero? Si el huevo o la gallina. Fue el huevo. Ya te lo digo yo. Los humanos tienen la mala costumbre de intentar entender todo por separado. No lo olvides. No lo olvides. La piedra oscura es una piedra muy valiosa. Llame cuando quieras. Parece que el mayordomo de la princesa Jared te está buscando. ¿Quieres hablar con nosotros después de gritarnos tanto? No lo olvides. La piedra oscura es una piedra valiosa. ¿Qué pasa, señor?
From our first encounter, I knew there was more to you than meets the eye. If you live as long as I do, you become quick to spot these things. I have a proposal for you. What say you to working for Lady Jarrett?
Trabajar para la princesa Jarrett. Venga. Sí. Vamos a hablar con Cliff. Muy buenas, Cliff. Estoy en medio de una conversación importante, no interrumpas.
We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. The very leader of the imps himself, Red Nose. He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. Now he's been sighted launching small-scale raids into the settlements nearby. So, you've ingratiated yourself to an officer, and think you can now somehow barge in our war council, ignoring procedure, ignoring rank. I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills, and I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers has greatly diminished. I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills, and I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers has greatly diminished. I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills, and I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers. I think you've
¿Cómo se atreven los tragos a no tener rodeado? ¿Creen que podrán con ellos sin nuestra ayuda? Vayamos y enseñémosles de qué estamos hechos. Se arrepentirán de tratarnos así.
Without your aid, this would have been quite the bloodbath indeed. I think Captain Cliff will definitely reconsider his words. Let's use this momentum to track down Red Nose. He won't be able to deny your importance this time. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. However, we still don't know much about Red Nose. A few days ago, some of our soldiers encountered Red Nose. Not everyone made it out, but perhaps I will be waiting here. Word's gone round the camp.
Hey!
His nose was so incredibly red. Imagine a ripe tomato. Now just imagine it redder. I was patrolling the northern forest when I felt a cold energy behind me. When I turned around, I saw an imp the size of an house. I knew straight away it was Red Nose. Boy, that imp was strong. He pulled out a sword as big as I am. He was pretty agile too, considering his giant physique and all. He sprung at me like a frog. I nearly died that day. I reckon that's what getting hit by a gold-laden wagon feels like. Look, if you want to find out more, go to the blacksmith. I heard he cleaned up the aftermath of the skirmish.
Vale.
Defense is survival. Don't hesitate investing in armor. The armor, useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. But whatever odds and ends I found at the scene, I put in a box.
Cofre contiene los objetos recogidos tras el ataque de Granariz. Al terminar este diálogo se mostrará la navegación hasta el cofre. Ok.
The armor, useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. But whatever odds and ends I found at the scene, I put in a box. The armor. This? What's this doing here? This belongs to one of our rookies, Murray. But he wasn't on duty at the time.
Vaya.
No, that's not mine. You've got the wrong idea. I had nothing to do with that skirmish. Well, I mean, I did, but not on purpose. I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. My wife is pregnant and she loves the stuff. Anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone, sort of drunk-looking, stumbling about with a crooked nose. Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I flicked him on the head and said, "Hey, pal, you red nose or something? Skulking about all alone here?" And the ground started to quake beneath me, and I swear Red Nose really appeared. I didn't think, I just ran for my life.
You started this whole commotion, and you didn't even have the dragon eggs to report it. You'll face a military tribunal for this.
Vaya. ¿A nadie le gusta su nariz? Jeje, yo no tengo nariz, así que no puedo opinar.
it was all Mare's doing then. Looks like I'll be taking up extra shifts. I'll think about that later. Let's move on to our next task. The important thing now is distracting the imps. The imp expert has constructed a trap to capture them. You're up for the task, aren't you? Deal with some of the imps here first, then follow the path north.